All right. Hopefully, I got enough memory in my phone here to make a short video. I know it's been a little while. And I honestly don't even remember in my last video what I showed or what I didn't show as far as being completed. This coop and run is pretty much done. Haven't been able to work on it much. I moved that coop over, started to frame it, and then we started to get snow. And then the temperature started to drop, which meant the ground was freezing. I got a couple of temporary doors here, and on the other side, built this run here. Still a few loose ends that I got to finish up there as well, and I still got to build individual runs in here. But all that stuff can be done in the rain and the snow, which is why I haven't really pushed on it too much. I got this done here, a little entrance and exit, not for the animals so much, but for me to be able to get in there if I need to. And I left a little space in here for the roosters that run around the yard, Jekyll and Thomas in there, and Donald and a couple others. They can kind of go in there and hang out, talk to everybody from either side, you know. Hello. I put some shavings down in there because we've had some really cold weather, so that way they could be a little warmer. But yeah, so the ground started to freeze, and I mean, it went down. There was a couple of nights there that went down to -3, and one was like -10, and then there was just cold after cold after cold, down close to zero. And so I had to put my attention over here and take it away from the chicken coop. Let me open this a little bit, because I still had, as it turns out, I really needed to get 8 posts in the ground. I had 4 or 5 in there, and I needed, well, ended up being 8 more. And the ground was partially frozen. The last, well, 4. The last 4 posts that I dug in, the top 8 to 10 inches of ground was completely frozen solid, so I had to break through it with a pickaxe. But I got them all in, obviously. And I've been working on it as I've had time, which I haven't had tons of time. There's probably into the framing part of it, not the post digging, but the framing and the putting in the siding on and stuff. There's probably about maybe around 15 hours, maybe more, framing those 3 walls and putting the siding on them. Now you can see that it's up off the ground in some spots. I got it down as close as I could because this slab is not completely level, and I'm going to be backfilling. And then eventually I'll be pouring a concrete slab, but I'll be backfilling, which will essentially bury the bottom of those. And tomorrow I'll only be able to work down here a couple of hours, but my plan is, there's 3 bays. You got a bay here. Those beams will get cut out where the garage openings are going to be. So there's 1, 2, and 3. This one right here, I don't know if you can see the back wall there. There's only a few studs in there because in the spring, my intention is to blow out that back wall and put an extension on at least 8 feet, if not more, further back. But there's no way I could do it this year. Like I said, the ground's frozen, so. But this section here, this bay, I'm going to put an A-frame facing my direction. So that way this garage bay opening is going to be 9 feet tall, 8.5, 9 feet tall. So that way my tractor can go in there and you know, when I get a bigger tractor, it will be able to fit as well, which is part of the reason I'll be blowing out that back wall in the spring, because the new tractor that I intend to get will have a backhoe attachment and it will be a bigger tractor. So this is just enough space right now to fit the tractor I currently have in with a taller bay. These bays will only go up to about 6.5, maybe 7 feet, this one and that one. But those are for things like lawnmowers and four-wheelers or whatever, so you don't need, you don't need a 9-foot bay, 8.5, 9-foot bay. But for those other two, so there's no need in doing that. So there'll be an A-frame facing this way, and then the rest, the A-frame will be going from, there'll be a valley, and it'll be going from that point to the center there. I will make another video when the roofing's going up, the roof framing and the roofing, so that way you get a complete idea of what it is I'm trying to explain here. But which is why those panels are extended above the roof line. Well, there's a couple reasons. One, because I put them down as far as I could against the ground, and I knew that I was going to need some of that extended up there. So in any event, I just wanted to make a quick video. Talk to you in the comments. God bless.